Welcome to the Living on E podcast with Eric Christopher Webb, where you go from living on empty to living on empathy, encouragement, enlightenment, and ultimately empowerment. Lesser men are occupied by lesser things. What we do with most of our time shapes the greatness, character, and aspirations of our humanity. Neither birthright or inheritance plays such a role. We alone have the power to shape our destinies. Extraordinary people are engaged in extraordinary things. For them, time spent is an investment as much as it is a monetary or an educational commodity. In whatever we do, we are meant to derive some benefit. So it is up to us to ensure that the dividend we receive makes us better, healthier, wealthier, and smarter. However, those who are ordinary, less educated, and affluent strive for distraction from their experience. They deliberately attempt to balance or compensate for hectic, dead-end jobs with equally mind-numbing, toxic, and parasitic endeavors. While the mind and body require leisure and entertainment, too much of the same can cause us to become lazy, immature, disengaged, oblivious, numb, and eventually ill-informed to the realities of the world. All this too becomes the fuel that drives the engine of procrastination. We make excuses to ultimately engage and specialize in nothing. We tune in and tune out, and nothing worthwhile is ever addressed or completed. Entertainment at the least, or activities during our leisure time, must have a dual purpose, and that other purpose is enrichment. We must ask ourselves in all we do, how does this benefit us, or is it just a bomb against our boredom? The more purposeful we become in how we spend our time, the more purpose-filled our lives become. Suddenly, we are more likely to achieve our goals since we are now constantly working toward them. Most of all, time no longer stands as our enemy, but as our ally. For example, when we dine, are we eating to live or living to eat? Food should not only satisfy our appetites, but rather sustain a healthier lifestyle and support the time and effort we are already dedicating to our exercise regimen and the physical result we desire. During our commute, are we listening to the radio simply for entertainment, or are we listening to podcasts for our education and personal development? What we listen to should inform or teach us something useful and relevant to help us to navigate each aspect of our lives. As for our evenings and weekends, are they dedicated to hanging in nightclubs or attending network receptions? The way we socialize and whom we socialize with should offer the potential and opportunity for meaningful relationships, whether they be to enrich our personal lives or to support our professional ones. Remember, people positioned for greatness know what they want from their lives, and those who don't will potentially achieve just that. This is Eric Christopher Webb. Be empathetic, be encouraged, be enlightened, and be empowered. This has been another Living on E podcast with Eric Christopher Webb, brought to you by Best Offer Properties, LLC, where their best offer is your best solution. Find out how they can help at bestofferproperties.com.